Hi, people. Guess what? Today we are specially excited.
Oh, yes.
We are so happy.
Correct.
So we want to welcome you to another educating and inspiring episode of the Dialogue Box. And I am still your girl, Bukola Me. And in the studio here with me is still my
Early
bestie,
one. Yes, sir.
my host.
Early one.
Adeto one more back. Give them, baby.
Yeah. Thank you, baby. Thank you to all that joined us the last episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure you already know that we explored every part of infertility, what infertility is in marriage. We explored. But you know what? We got your feedback and we worked on it. And guess what? We got you a medical practitioner who is going to be giving answers to all your questions. You get now back to back. You will get answers to your questions. And for all of you that are just joining us, for those that are just joining us, I would advise you to rush back. Go to the previous episode. Go check it out. Go check what we have there. Then you come back here. But right now, we're diving into the main gist.
So guys, just sit back and relax. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Welcome back. Now we have our doctor here, Dr. Adebi Fatai. Welcome, doctor.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, I can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon, doctor.
Okay. The last episode, we discussed something about infertility in marriage. And many of our viewers sent their questions because we told them we'll be inviting a medical practitioner. And thank God you're here. So I'm going to throw a question to you now. What are the common misconceptions about infertility and how can we break the stigma surrounding it?
Just like we discussed earlier, my name is Adebi. The common stigmatization that the book told us, because I make my analysis based on what the book says and experience-wise. Because sometimes what you see on the field, based on what your patient presents, it is the experience that will now help you in determining what the situation is. The stigmatization of infertility, the misconception, let me start from that. Majorly is that infertility is caused by the woman, majorly. But that is a big misconception because that is not true. That is why it is called a couple thing. As a couple, a woman can make a couple alone. A couple has to be a man and a woman. That is what makes them a couple. So if you now see infertility from one side of it, that means we are getting it wrong. That is a misconception. That is immediately there needs to be a change and a phase to the way we see infertility as a whole.
Okay.
It shouldn't be the woman running to the hospital to do one test for the other alone.
Yes.
It even affects them psychologically. It makes them have a low self-esteem. And these are the stigma that are attached to infertility as a whole. So we need to change that misconception.
I was about asking that what are the emotional and psychological effects of infertility on both parties?
The emotional effect is a big deal if there is no support.
Okay.
Because we need to change, immediately if we're able to change that misconception, then the emotional effect will be reduced. Okay, like for example, let me give you an instance.
Okay.
If we stick to the misconception that, okay, this thing is a woman thing, and the man now have a psychological perception that, okay, this problem is a woman problem, there is no way there won't be a violent trait that will come from the woman most of the time, because she won't see that support coming from the man.
Yeah.
So if she sees that, okay, this thing is a two-way thing, my husband is supporting me in this part of infertility, there won't be one violence coming from the woman, because she will see that support coming from the man. So there won't be a low self-esteem coming from her. There will be a level of love and trust that will be attached in their relationship that won't cause emotional stress and psychological stress for her.
Okay.
So if these things are not there, there will definitely be psychological stress, there will be emotional stress, there will be violence in the relationship. It might lead to divorce.
Okay.
So these are the things that will be attached to it when the right things are not done.
Okay. So now talking about the right things being done, doctor, that brings me to ask you now, when do you think is the appropriate time for the couple to seek professional help?
Now, you're talking about the couple.
Yes.
Seek professional help.
Yes.
Medically, we don't say the couple is infertile until after 1 year of marriage.
Okay.
Let me list the conditions to you before we can say the person is
really
infertile.
Okay, I'm interested in the
actually
conditions.
battling infertility.
Okay.
They must have regular intercourse.
When you say regular, what does regular mean?
The
At
definition
least
of
the
that
intercourse
regular.
must be like 3 times a week.
Okay.
That is what makes an intercourse regular.
Okay.
It must not be a timed intercourse alone. How many couples will you tell me have intercourse even once a week? With the current situation of what we face today.
Hey.
That's serious.
And now, they will now tell me that if intercourse is not done within 3 times a week for 1 year after marriage, because that is when intercourse is meant to be like regular.
Yes.
If that is not done within 1 year, we can't say you are infertile.
Doctor.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Hey, I have a reservation. No.
That is what the book says.
Okay.
Now he's talking from the medical line.
Okay.
Just because of societal pressure, my friends are having kids. Grandma must not come and see that you are not having babies.
You get.
This is not that. We are going for one function and we must go with our kids.
Exactly.
We want to wear a matching pajamas with
Exactly.
our
Christmas. Yes.
Unnecessary headache.
Oh my God.
You are not infertile. Do the right thing. When the right thing is done,
you can say, okay, I get.
Okay. Are you drinking? Change your food routine. You're going through stress. When was the last time you had a break from work? Try this. When was the last time you had a proper dietary, a proper communication with your partner? Do this. That is when we now start giving, not medication, not you going through, want to do one test, want to check your womb, want to do this, want to do that, when the first things are not done. The man has his meal routine examinations to be done. The female has his own. All these things are meant to have been done before they become a couple.
Okay. So
when all those things are now done and certified, then we can't say they are infertile. I don't know if you understand.
Yes,
we are with you.
Take all the big bag because before you guys become a couple, there are some things that are meant to have been done.
Yes.
Exactly. So, doctor, I know you're a very busy person, and before we release you today, so please, I want to ask you this question. Yeah, I know that you are first human, no, before you went to go and read medicine, no. So now let me ask you as a brother, for couples who are going through this journey, how do you advise them to go through it, to cope in that journey together?
Yes.
As a couple, not as an individual this time around. Now, I know that if I'm to ask you as a doctor, you start saying, come this. Now I'm asking you as a Nigerian, couple, as a brother, as a, as an African man. Thank you. So how do you think couple can go through this journey and help themselves?
Okay. First thing first. first and first, the most important thing in this scenario is for them to have a proper communication between themselves.
Okay.
It's key, it's vital. Secondly, they should not shift blame.
Oh. Which will be hard though.
Very hard.
This goes a long way. Maybe like our boyfriend, you and your boyfriend have done quite a lot. That is why this is happening to you now.
Yeah.
Everybody have their
Past
history.
Yes.
That they can analyze within themselves. There are some things that are being said out of when they love each other. Don't try to bring it back to one another. That is where the communication comes in. Don't shift blame of you are the cause of it. Then please, you need so much patience within one another.
Okay.
3 and 4. Don't judge. Don't use other people's situation to judge your own current situation.
Very important. Very important.
Those people that have kids, I had a patient one time like that. That should be like 2-3 years ago when I was on the island. This woman said something and it actually really scares me. She said, I wish I never had kids.
Oh my God.
What?
You know what it take? Not the father that said this now. The mother said this. A mother said this. I wish I never
That's
had
really deep.
this child. She's the only child, a girl. But what she made this woman go through can say that. She won't say it to you, who is her friend, who is yet to have a child. She'll never say such.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
And you, who is yet to have a child, will be like,
Exactly.
look at, whatever.
Exactly.
She's happy. She's doing this. She's doing
Yeah.
that.
Without knowing the
She said
struggle.
She started to be in confidence. I wish I never had this child.
Okay, doctor, that is about the couple. Now, I would want to ask, how can we, society, break the stigma of infertility?
Against the
We need to
couple.
have more education and change the mindset of our people that we need, social perception needs to be corrected.
Yes.
When we correct that, when you are able to learn one or two things now, don't keep it to yourself. Be ready to share it to the next
Sensitize.
person before we are able to change that misconception.
Yes.
When we are now able to change that misconception, that is when we are now changing the environment gradually. So that
Right.
team A, who think they are doing better than another person, will have a proper mindset and like, no, this shouldn't be done this way. Okay, when my wife is going through this, I should be there. Not I may be there.
I
I should be
should.
there for
there.
her. We should go to even when they confirm that, okay, you are fine and your wife have one or two challenges, you should be
Be there
to
for
support
her.
to go with her. That is when whatever is being said in the environment of those who are yet to understand the actual thing that still carry that misconception, whatever they say at that time won't get to your wife, and you are actually making a proper change in the environment at the time.
Yes.
We
Thank you
need to
so
educate
much.
ourselves more.
In fact.
Proper education. Please.
Thank
Get that
you
word right.
so much,
Not,
doctor.
Okay.
Thank you
somebody
so
said
much.
this, let me just stick to it.
Okay.
Let's get it right.
All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, doctor. Thank you for giving us your time this
Oh,
moment.
yes.
We really appreciate you.
We do.
So our viewers, we hope that you have picked one or two lessons. Like I've learned a lot today, Adito.
Oh, yes.
Like so eyes opening, and we have learned and relearned some things.
So thank you, doctor. Have a wonderful day.
Yes, bye, doctor.
Thank you.
So our people, well, we are so very sure that you heard it from the horse's mouth. The gynecologist has told us a lot of things we need to learn as a professional he did. Even as a brother, as an African man, he also gave us some wisdom. And I believe that you have learned one or two things here today.
Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for watching. And I'm sure, just like Bukolami has said, you've learned one or two things from what the doctor has said. Please, let's sensitize one another. Exactly. Let's tell people infertility is not bad. Let's encourage them. Let's tell, they need us at this time. Please tell them to stay strong. Till we meet again. Bye.
Bye.